Good evening, village, and welcome to another episode of Jedi Learning with Baba Kenwould. Now, today we're going to go into another wisdom instruction, and this one is very, very important for you in your everyday life. And this wisdom instruction is: don't boast to your neighbor if you have been fortunate enough to have plowed your fields and have reaped the benefits and have had massive harvests and have come up. If you are a person who has material wealth, material riches, and all of the means of which you need and want, don't let your neighbor know that by being obvious and being ridiculous, by doing too much, by showing out, by doing the most. Along that same vein, understand that stealing from people leaves you like an alligator in the middle of the ocean. Nobody wants to deal with you. So being greedy and being selfish can be very, very detrimental, especially when it comes to bragging and boasting. Also, the silent man is a respected man. The person who can stay focused and stay straight and narrow and doesn't have to tell people but let his actions speak for him. That is the person you want to look up to for examples and want your children to look up to for examples. Also, for those of you who have been fortunate enough to have children and who have bared those fruits of your labor, a labor of love specifically. If you have children, don't brag or hate on your children to other people, because there's many people out there who don't want the kids that they got, number one, and number two, can't have any kids of their own. So for you to brag about your kids, or for you to say that you hate them constantly, or not even necessarily hate them, but that you got a problem with how they do X, Y, and Z, you are simply letting other people know and reminding them of what they do not have. So be very, very mindful of people's love and family situation and how you speak around them. Don't be reckless, because in a time that is very, very similar to that of A Handmaid's Tale, a lot of people are having difficulty conceiving. So you have to be very, very mindful of that and be aware. Also, understand that knowing that these children are very, very precious and people cannot have them, there are also people who have had them and have lost them. Like our good friend, a great entertainer, a master at what he did, his craft, and what he still does, Eric B., who lost his daughter, Erica Supreme B. Let's call her by her real name. Erica Supreme B. In a fatal car accident in which she got hit by a 18-wheeler. But Eric B., knowing who he is and then seeing that his daughter's name was Supreme, lets me know that he was very, very much on his knowledge and his wisdom. And what I mean by that is the supreme mathematics. His daughter was named Supreme because he understood supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet, which meant that he had an understanding that was beyond what mere mortals would be able to understand. And this is what we try to do here at Jedi Learning. Raise the level up to a point of a nature level where you become one with the nature. Now, simply knowing information is not enough. Simply having wisdom and having experiences is not enough. You have to have knowledge and wisdom to come with a total 720 degrees of understanding. So keep these things in mind, because once again, it is the lonely whom God nurtures, while the family man prays for a follower. And this lesson is expounded in no other episodes but those of Married with Children, where you see everybody comes in the house, everybody asks for $1, everybody asks for this, asks for that, until guess what? Al Bundy has absolutely no money left. And is anybody there around to pat him on the back when times are hard? No, they clown him, kick him, and tell him to get up and pull himself up by his bootstraps. So while he's praying for a follower, it seems to be those who keep to themselves who God seems to provide with those necessary means that they need, although it may be hard to find those to share it with. That is the dichotomy and the duality of life. So this is another wisdom instruction. I hope you guys have learned something that you can use in your everyday life, and that is to understand and to refrain from boasting. If you have reaped benefits like the fruits you see behind me with the bergamot and the orange blossoms, and you have reaped those fruits while your neighbor is unable to do so, do not brag to them. The same as if you are able to have the fruit of children. Do not brag about that, and do not hate on your children, because it's many people out there who do not have children or who have had children and have lost them way, way too early, like our brother Eric B. We want to give you a special shout out today, and much respect to the daughter who is now on the nature level, Erica Supreme B. This is another episode of Jedi Learning, and we hope to see you soon. Peace.